So Andy, there's a lot of these here in town, but there's one intersection in town that is taking residents on a particularly bumpy ride.
Imagine what this does to your car, to the suspension in your car, the shocks, all of that. In fact, our Crystal Dominguez, who's in the studio now with more details on this, you did that. You drove your car down, is it Harry or Chase?
It's Chase Drive and Harry Street, and they intersect.
Right.
And when I was driving, I promise you, I was doing that in my car, and I have new tires, so wasn't that pleased. A woman who has lived on Chase Drive near Alameda says she is worried her street is falling apart. The city says they are aware, and there's a plan in place to fix it.
The whole street needs to be fixed. It's potholes all the way down. You bump all the way.
Peggy Holmes says she's never seen her street like this. She says it has to do with the street's location between King High School and Windsor Park Elementary.
In the past, there's been heavy traffic and still is. And there's a lot of people down our street, and the street needs to be redone.
Holmes says every time it rains, it washes out the potholes and the problem starts all over again. She says the city overfills the potholes and it's still a bumpy drive.
When you go down the street, you have to go down the middle of the street. And the holes are getting closer and closer to the middle, pretty close. And you could damage your car, you could have a wreck.
Charlie Cardenas, Deputy Director of Street Operations for the city, says the city will work on temporary patches for Chase Drive by next week. Harry Street will be next on the list.
It is on the radar for a long-term solution.
Cardenas says he is aware that Chase Drive is in bad condition.
What's going to have to happen is the street has to be reconstructed. And that means tear up the whole street, rework the base material, and redo a surface as well.
He says they're going to take a look at utilities and drainage in the area since there is standing water.
We're looking at a range of about $500,000 to $1 million to look at a project of this size.
He says the timeline sits around 5 years as they plan and seek available funding. He says the scope of the project is still in its early stages. It will be part of the residential street rebuild program. Cardenas says he encourages the public to report potholes by phone or online. You can head to kztv10.com for a link. In studio, Crystal Dominguez, Action 10 News.